to another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video, we're going to be talking about the importance of having a great mindset before starting your fitness journey. And now why we're going to discover a topic like that. To have a successful fitness journey, first step, it's all about your mind. That you need to have the good ideas so you can have a successful and long fitness journey. And now why do I say that? Because number one thing, it's all about the mind. If you have the great mindset, then you're going to have a successful fitness journey. And now number one before starting your fitness journey is you need to have an actual reason why you're doing this. A lot of people, they think the actual reason is because of weight loss and fat loss and muscle gain, and that's everybody's goal. But I always tell people, I'm like, this is not your actual reason why you're starting this, because if it is, then you should be consistency. You should not be feeling unmotivated, and you should not be slacking off, which is not being fully disciplined to those goals. So these are not actual reason. Now let me tell you a little bit, share my experience with you and what's my actual reason of working out. So I've been training since 2008, different exercising, from bodybuilding to boxing, body weight exercises. Now my actual reasons to working out, there are 4 reasons. Reason number 1 is because I want to motivate others to take care of their health. Reason number 2 is I want to save this world from, you can say, dying through fitness, and making a more positive impact. I want to, of course, make money out of something I'm passionate about, which is being a fitness instructor. And the 4th reason is I want to do a charity work. Last year I started something as offering free fitness classes for the summer for the public. It's something as a give back to the public. So that being said, those are my reasons that kept me working out from 2008 all the way till now. So I tell people, I'm like, before you start working out, take a little bit of time and dig deep down to yourself that why are you doing this? What will be the true reason that will keep me focused, consistency, discipline, and doing whatever it takes? You know what I mean? So take a little bit of time, dig deep down to yourself before starting your fitness journey, and I promise you, you'll be successful. So your second reason is that your fitness journey, it's a marathon. So picture your fitness journey just like a marathon. It's not something that you're going to do in a few years. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. You need to think about this just like food and water. You don't say that, oh, I'm going to be eating food and water for the next year and then after I'm going to stop. No. When you're going to start working out, you need to see it as a marathon. That I'm going to be doing this from now till the day that I'm no longer here on this earth, because strength training and cardio training is so important for us. It's something that we got to do on daily basis. The benefit of cardio training, of course, let's forget a little bit about weight loss and fat loss. It's great for our heart muscle, which is just one of the most important muscles in our body. And the other great thing about weight training is that it's very important for our joints. Strength training will protect our joint. So these kind of things, they kind of work together. You can't just be doing strength training and not doing cardio. You can't just be doing cardio and not doing strength training. You need to have the both in your fitness journey, strength training and cardio. And there is multiple type of strength training. You can lift weights, you can do body weight exercises, and there is also multiple types of doing cardio. You can do boxing, you can do running, you can do cardio circuit training. So there's multiple ways of doing strength training and cardio, and find whichever one that works for you and the one that you like and enjoy. These things, you need to be doing them on day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? The cardio and strength training. So I've been, like I said before, I've been exercising since 2008. And of course, in that period, I've been doing multiple things. I started off with bodyweight exercises. Then in high school, bodybuilding at the gym. Then in college day, I started doing kickboxing and competing in it. Then now I'm back on doing bodybuilding. So it's okay sometimes to switch up your exercising to make it fun and enjoyable. And if sometimes that you feel like you're tired because you're doing the same thing, it's okay. You can take a few days off. You can go on, try a new thing, as long as you're doing something that has to do with cardio and strength. Then that's fine, and it's okay to switch it up, and it's okay sometimes to feel like that you need to switch things up. That's fine, as long as you're being active. That's what really matters. And at the end of the day, it's a journey, it's a marathon. It's okay to do different things. You don't have to be doing the same thing all the time. So the third point is you got to get used to being uncomfortable, because of course you're changing your habits. And the first habit that you're changing is you're changing your lifestyle, which is you start adding exercises to your daily routine. So, as an example, you're going from somebody that never exercised before, or someone that exercised just a little bit 1 or 2 days a week, to someone that all of a sudden now he he's exercising from 3 or 4 days a week. So anybody that exercises more than 3 times a week, it counts already that as you're an athlete. You're training as an athlete. So now, because you're adding adding exercising to your lifestyle, which is you start exercising from, let's say, 3 or 6 days a week. So it may, at the beginning, you may not feel as uncomfortable because it's so much commitment that you have to go to the gym for an hour or 45 minutes. But let me just tell you something. How great do you feel after you finish exercising? I'm pretty sure, 100% confident, everybody feels amazing after they're done their exercising, and everybody before their exercise, oh, I'm tired, oh, I should skip it. But when you go, you're like, oh, wow, thank God that I showed up and did today's workout, because it was so worth it and I feel so much better after it. So the second reason is that you need to start changing your eating habits, this is the most important thing at this point, which is getting used to being uncomfortable. You see, like, how they're connecting together. Now you change your lifestyle, you have the exercising routine in it, and now you're changing your eating habits. So if you're someone that went from eating one junk meal a day, either lunch, dinner, to now all of a sudden that one day you're having a cheat meal, and then the second day not, and then slowly you start adding up to 2 days eating clean, and then the third day eating a cheat meal, and slowly you start building up to 3 days eating clean, and the fourth day having a cheat meal, till it goes. I believe if you're someone that's just trying to live a healthy lifestyle, you should have 1 or 2 a week of a cheat meal, and then slowly, eventually you work up to that goal where you only have 1 or 2, and eventually that you're in control. Now you can have cheat meal whenever you are, because you became in control of your eating habits. This is also important to change what goes inside our mouth, to also this will help you to see result in your physique. So if you're someone that always around people who they're not exercising, then of course you're going to be influenced by them. There's a saying that they say, show me your friends and I show you your future. This goes same thing to exercising. If you're hanging out around people who they stay up late, they party on the weekend, they smoke, they drink, then guess what? They're going to have a little impact on your fitness journey. You got to get used to being uncomfortable, because you're changing all those habits about yourself. So if you're somebody that does all these things, then you should start cutting them down a little bit. Maybe hang out with these people 1 or 2 a week. Eventually it cuts down to once a week, because these guys, they're not adding no value to your fitness journey. In a matter of fact, they're actually bringing it down. But you want your fitness journey to be going up, that that now you're exercising, and now you're eating healthy, now you change your environment. So also you want positivity. You want something that is building up this journey, not bringing it down. So my personal story that I want to share with you guys is, of course, we all went to high school and we all know what high school is. So something I want to share is how I changed my lifestyle and my eating habits, and my environment is, of course, in high school. You're hanging out around teens, people who likes to, drink, party, smokes, stay up late, go out on the weekend, do like a little bit crazy things. And now, of course, after I started my fitness journey, that's when a little bit of these things got cut off. Especially when I finished high school, I was still exercising, but also doing those things, which is like going out, staying up late, drinking, doing all those things. But then later on, when high school a little bit changed, was finished, that's when I started a little bit changing and started getting tired of that lifestyle, which is like, being around the wrong crowd, not eating properly on the weekend, because the weekend, that's when it comes and you go out with your friends and you stay up late and you start eating all those junk food, McDonald's, Burger King, and you're doing that every Friday, Saturday, and even sometimes Sunday. So after high school was done, that's when I started a little bit changing. That's when I started, not hanging out with those kind of people so much. That's when started the weekend is where I spend it, working, sticking to my training, sticking to the meal plan. Of course, was not like just after high school, it just cut it off. No, it took a little bit time it was a step by step. It took time a little bit. It was like, okay, this week I'm going out only on Friday, but not Saturday, Sunday. And the week before, that's when things start changing up. Again, it's a slow progress thing, but this is from my personal experience. That's when high school was a little bit fun times, while. But then after high school, that's when things start to change up. That's when I start changing my lifestyle, start going more to the gym, getting more involved in the fitness world, changing my eating habits, learning how to eat. I became a little bit more curious about nutrition, because I start seeing that nutrition is actually the whole thing behind fitness. If you want to change, if you want to lose weight or you want to gain weight. And that's when also I paid attention is about your environment. Start hanging out with more people who are into health, people who are into going to the gym, people who they're not into this nightlife and wildlife and all those kind of things. This is in my opinion, I find it is the most point that will make you successful, and not just in fitness and anything you do in life, is honesty. And now, why is it so important to be honest with yourself? And now, from my experience in the field as being a trainer, like it's either you want to lose weight or it's either you want to gain weight. And from my experience as being a trainer, a lot of people, when it comes to, let's just talk about the first one, weight loss. Some of the stuff that I heard from as being a trainer is, oh, I'm not losing weight because my genetic is like this. I'm not losing weight because, my metabolism is not fast. I'm not losing weight because, this is the way that I was born. This is not true. And then if we talk about the other side, that people who want to gain weight because they're like a little bit like skinny. If I share with you my journey, when I was in high school, I was skinny too. I weighted maybe around 150, 140. It has nothing to do with genetic, but for me, in high school is when I started bodybuilding a little bit. And yeah, I used to eat and I didn't gain weight, but I never give up. That's when I start with my brother. That's when I start where he's the one that started purchasing supplements, and that's when it helped us. That's when I remember first start taking mass gainer, and it really had a huge effect on how much like weight and muscles we put on, and how much we were pushing weights like at the gym too, and also help us to have a little bit weight. Well, I remember we started taking mass gainer, creatine, and then I remember one time at home is that me and my brother were like sleeping, and my uncle, he had a video of us, of me and him snoring, of just like how tired we are from coming to the gym, because you start taking all those supplements, especially creatine. It gives you boost to like push more weight. So if you're having trouble losing weight or gaining weight, it's so simple. You just have to be honest with yourself. It's two things. It's either you're not doing whatever it takes, or it's either you need to tweaking out your workout plan a little bit. You need to upgrade it. You need to tweak it a little bit. You need to a little bit make it better. Like if you want to lose weight, you got to be at the gym 3 to 5 days a week, and you got to be eating this way. If you want to gain weight, it's the same thing. You got to be at the gym 3-5 days a week, but you got to be eating a minimum of 4 to 5 meals a day. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as like, trust me, my experience as a trainer, I have seen people with a great genetic, and I have seen people with bad genetic, but sometimes I have seen people with bad genetic, they get successful more than people that have good genetic. If you have good genetic, you have a great start than everybody else, but that doesn't mean it's going to make you successful. And if you have a bad genetic, it's not a bad thing. You just got to work a little bit more than the guy that has a great genetic. So at the end of the day, it's all about the mind, and it's not about not giving up and not quitting. Trust me, I have seen people with a great genetic, and one of them is my brother. I remember when we started bodybuilding, he catch up to the weights that I was lifting very faster. He got bigger, more faster, and also I remember we did kickboxing together. He never lost any of his fight. I did. I lost like a few fights, but just the thing is after a while, is he discovered that fitness is not for him. It's not his way, that he wants to make money. He started working as a construction worker and stuff like that, and he started making like money, and he's very happy with it. But for me, which is I kept going in the fitness world, which is he has amazing genetic, he does. So my point is like, it's not really about genetic. People, I just feel like people, they say that just to make themselves feel better. Oh, I'm not gaining weight because my metabolism is like this. My genetic. Oh, I'm not losing weight because my metabolism is not fast. No, it's not true. It's two things. Either you're not doing whatever it takes, and you should go over your plan. What am I doing wrong here? Why am I not gaining weight? Why am I not losing weight? So it's that simple. You gotta just keep it real with yourself, and if you do that, then you should have a successful fitness journey. If you do those 4 points, you know, which is first is like why are you doing this? The second point is like you should know that this is a marathon. Third point is that you should start getting uncomfortable with being comfortable, if that makes sense. You know, you should start, you know, it's okay at the beginning to feel uncomfortable because you're changing, you're going through changes. And the last point, which is the most important one, is that you should be honest with yourself and never quit on yourself. And you should always, if things didn't work out, very simple, just go over the plan, upgrade the plan. And I promise you, if you do those 4 things, you guys should have a successful and amazing and enjoyable fitness journey. So this is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm 100% confident that you guys gonna be, this video will be so helpful for you guys. Please feel free to share it with your friends and family. They can also learn from it if they're thinking about starting their fitness journey, or anybody that you know if they're starting their fitness journey. And also, if you guys need any help, I'm gonna leave my Instagram below. And if you guys are looking for a professional video and photography taker, please feel free to reach out my boy Josh. I'm also gonna leave his Instagram below, so feel free to contact him if you guys want to do any videos or photos. And thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next video.